It walked on two legs. Its silhouette is tall and human-like, with long...
Bigfoot sightings have been reported for decades, but some cases leave behind more than just stories. From a figure caught on a police dash cam to stripped bones deep in the Oklahoma woods. Are these all coincidences or evidence that something is still out there? This next photo was taken by a father while his kids were looking over a fence, but when he checked it later, things took a terrifying turn. The image was uploaded to Reddit by the original poster who was desperate to know what the mysterious face in the background could be. In the photo, we see 3 kids standing on a bench, peering over the fence into the neighbor's garden. At first glance, nothing seems unusual until you zoom in and uncover the horror right there. Between the heads of 2 children, you can see a chilling ghost-like humanoid face staring directly back at the camera. The face looks pale and dreadful, and its eyes are glowing, likely reflecting the camera flash. Now, the internet is in full speculation mode. Some believe it is a real spirit, possibly a deceased family member, especially since the house is reportedly near a cemetery. But skeptics think it is just a trick of light, a hoax, or maybe even a person accidentally caught in the shot. But here's the thing, even if it was a living person, human eyes do not shine like that. We do not have the tapetum lucidum, the membrane that creates that reflective glow. So whatever that is, it is not human. In 2015, a mother and daughter took what seemed like an innocent photo to post on Facebook, but something about it did not feel right. A Redditor named Improper Forum uploaded several images to the Paranormal Encounters subreddit looking for answers. One of the photos he shared showed his aunt and cousin taken back in 2015 at their home. According to him, there should have only been the 2 of them in the picture, but someone else was standing directly behind them. Even creepier, the photo was taken on Whidbey Island, Washington, a place that, according to local history, was once a burial ground for native tribes for centuries. Now viewers are saying this does not look like any ordinary woman. Many believe it resembles a ghostly figure, possibly a spirit connected to the land. And honestly, finding something like that years later is a completely different level of fear, the kind that might never let you sleep peacefully again. This guy's friend sent them a picture of her just relaxing on the couch, but there was something strange in the photo with her. The photo was uploaded to the Ghost subreddit by a user claiming it came from her friend, who was sitting at her old house, a place described as very old and possibly haunted. She took the picture without thinking much until they noticed what seemed to be lurking in the background. In the photo, you can see her dog staring directly at what looks like a shadowy figure. The shadow has a humanoid shape, especially around the legs, while the upper half seems to fade into the night sky. Its position makes it feel like it is trying to intimidate or confront the dog. According to the uploader, they trust their friend and insist she does not know how to edit photos. But if you ask me, while the image does look eerie, it shows clear signs of long exposure photography. The bluish light, the graininess, and the color noise all point to high ISO settings in a low light environment. What likely happened is someone briefly held the dog. You can even spot a faint hand on its head. Then they moved away, while the photo was still being captured, leaving behind a blurry ghost-like figure. The strange shadows and light flares are consistent with motion blur and exposure artifacts. Still without access to the original image file and its metadata, we cannot say for sure. And that lingering mystery is what makes this photo so haunting. There are countless videos online claiming to show mysterious objects flying through the sky, but only a few are convincing enough to make you look twice.
La verdad es que no se puede apreciar. Voy a tratar de... Ya se fue, ya lo perdí.
And this one certainly belongs in that category. In the clip, a strange object can be seen hovering high overhead, and at first glance it looks bizarre, almost like a giant flower-shaped piñata floating in the air. Unsurprisingly, people quickly started speculating that it might be something extraterrestrial, triggering fears of an alien presence. Now, while a good conspiracy theory is always entertaining, a more reasonable explanation is that this object could be a drone, or an unusually shaped kite. After all, modern drones come in many different shapes and sizes, but then there is the question of scale. Is this thing massive and far away, or small and closer than it seems? That uncertainty makes it nearly impossible to identify. Whatever it is, one thing is clear: it is strange, unsettling, and leaves you with more questions than answers. And it might just make you wonder, If this is floating above us in broad daylight, what else could be out there lurking just beyond our understanding? If you're thinking about visiting the retired Queen Mary for a thrilling adventure, this next photo might just make you change your mind. The Queen Mary, once a Grand Ocean liner, was officially retired after her final voyage in 1967, but she was not completely abandoned. Instead, she became a major attraction in Long Beach, California, and more importantly, a hotspot for paranormal rumors. But this photo might just prove those rumors in the creepiest way possible. About 2 years ago, a user named RefrigeratorStock847 uploaded a chilling post on the paranormal subreddit. It featured a photo his friend took aboard the Queen Mary in March of 2010, but it was not the pool he wanted him to see. It was what was standing in the doorway behind it. In the picture, we see an eerie, empty pool, but in the background, standing in the doorway, is a pale, ghostly figure, a woman dressed in white with long hair falling over her shoulders. When zoomed in, her face is hidden in the darkness, almost like she does not want to be seen. According to the friend, they were completely alone on the ship at the time. So who or what was that woman? And it was not just a one-off encounter. Another Reddit user shared their experience after spending a night aboard the Queen Mary. They reported strange events, things going missing, and waking up the next morning feeling an unexplained heaviness, like something had been watching them all night. If you think your friend photobombing a picture was annoying, wait until you see what happened to these friends. This photo was uploaded by a user named Outrageous Lab and quickly caught the attention of paranormal enthusiasts everywhere. In the image, we see 3 people posing for a silly photo, but according to the uploader, it was supposed to be only 2 friends. The 2 girls that third face it should not be there. This was taken back in 2003, which makes it difficult to dismiss as Photoshop. Back then, creating an edit that matched the exact texture, lighting, and grain of the original photo would have been extremely hard. So if it is not an edit, then what or who is that creepy third person? Let me know down in the comments if you have any idea what that face might be. Because honestly, that is not just a photobomb. That is a straight up paranormal intrusion. We have all tried unusual foods while exploring different cultures, but have you ever imagined tasting something that looks like a mutated alien bird? Because that is exactly what this next clip appears to show. The video shared by an anonymous user on X showcases some truly unsettling culinary skills. It shows a bizarre creature sizzling in a frying pan, and it is enough to haunt your dreams. From underneath it seems to resemble some kind of bird, but once the camera moves to its face, things become deeply disturbing. It has 2 eerily human-like eyes, and its mouth, well, it looks like something pulled straight from a horror movie. The entire thing is so bizarre that it is hard to even guess what this creature could be. Is it a mutated bird? A failed experiment? Something not from this world at all? At this point, it is anyone's guess. And if you have any idea what this person is cooking, feel free to share your theories, because this is one culinary mystery that desperately needs solving. On February 4th, 2026, a trail camera recorded something strange deep inside an American forest. Late at night, a large figure appeared far away, moving between the trees. It walked on 2 legs. The silhouette looked tall and human-like, with long arms swinging beside its body. The camera struggled in the darkness, leaving the details hard to see, but the figure's size was difficult to ignore. Some viewers treated it as strong evidence. Others pointed to the poor image quality as a reason not to reach any firm conclusion. The size and shape are there, but the clarity is not. What do you think was moving through those trees? A Reddit user shared a collection of old photos taken by their mother during a walk in the woods near the Erzgebirge region of eastern Germany in 2008. The images were found years later while going through family belongings after she had passed away. What stood out in the photos was not the scenery. It was a large footprint pressed into the ground, much bigger than a normal human foot. One image showed the print beside the mother's own foot, placed there to show scale. The user said the photos were taken with a digital camera and had not been changed. A print that large found in a forest documented years before anyone thought to post it. No staging, no audience at the time. That detail is difficult to ignore. What do you think left that mark in the ground? On November 24th, 2025, Kyle Campbell was driving along a remote logging road in British Columbia when he stopped and started filming. A tall, upright figure stood still among the trees facing the road. It was not a bear. It did not move like a hiker. Campbell slowly backed up and drove away. No follow-up was ever shared. Motionless, upright, and watching the road, what do you think he saw that day? On November 22, 2025, a police dash cam reportedly recorded a large hair-covered figure crossing a dark forest road. It walked straight through the vehicle headlights without reacting, no pause, no change in pace. It moved across the pavement steadily, as if completely unconcerned by the presence of the patrol car. This was not a single isolated case. Over the years, deputies in Washington, Oregon, and Northern California have described nearly identical encounters during night patrols near national forests. Most officers never submit official reports. The career consequences of doing so are enough to keep most accounts off the record. But the stories keep surfacing across different departments, different years, and different roads, always describing the same figure, same description, different states, different years. And most of it never officially documented. What do you think has been crossing those roads? A TikTok group called LA Patrona El Patron Marquez shared footage recorded deep inside the Oklahoma woods. They had gone back at night to collect trail cameras from a remote location. As they moved through the area, they found scattered animal bones on the ground. The bones had been split open and picked clean. Something had been feeding there, and not long before. They continued moving. At one point, a large shape appeared between the trees ahead of them. It was standing completely still. When they reached the trail camera and checked the footage, a deer walked calmly in front of the lens. Seconds later, an upright figure entered the frame, broad, long-armed, moving with slow, deliberate steps. Each step pushed into the undergrowth. Then the footage ended without explanation. Oklahoma has produced stories like this for decades. The bones on the ground suggested something had been feeding in that area regularly. Whatever it was still nearby when the group arrived. Stripped bones, a silent forest, and a figure on camera that did not belong there. This one leaves little room for easy answers. What do you think was out there that night? A TikTok user exploring a remote trail alone at night captured audio that has since been replayed millions of times. From the darkness ahead came a sound not exactly a howl, not exactly a scream. Something between the two. It had a layered quality that felt almost human, like a voice compressed into one long, sustained cry. The video ended seconds later. Across North America, witnesses have reported similar vocalizations, deep, powerful, and vibrating through the chest. A tone the brain understands as something closer to speech than an animal call. No known wildlife has been identified as a consistent match for that sound. That detail is why it keeps circulating. What do you think was making that noise in the dark? One reason science has never fully confirmed Bigfoot is the lack of a recovered body or fossil record, at least none that has been publicly verified. That may have changed, according to a claim that appeared online in late March and early April. A user known as Snake the Bigfoot Hunter claimed he found a dead Bigfoot in the Adirondacks and now has it on display. The caption on one of his videos described the creature as 8 feet tall and 300 pounds. The claims continue further. According to the post, DNA was submitted to Cornell University's Veterinary Bio DNA lab and reportedly returned results showing Neanderthal lineage. The Six Nations tribes of New York, including the Mohawk, Oneida, Tuscarora, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca, were cited as having verified the discovery. The body, according to the account, has since been taxidermied. If any part of this proves true, it would become the most important development in this field of research in recorded history. Every part of this story remains unverified. DNA, results, tribal confirmation university involvement, none of it has been independently confirmed as of the time this footage appeared. What do you think? Is this the real thing or another claim that will not survive scrutiny? A new sighting surfaced from Malaysia, posted on April 18, 2026, a region that rarely appears in these conversations. 2 young men were in the forest when they noticed something unfamiliar. They began recording and climbed into a tree to stay hidden. The footage is blurry, but a dark, upright figure can be seen moving through the thick vegetation. It seemed aware of the 2 men above. It came closer, pushing through the brush, as if watching them instead of moving away. The figure appeared slightly smaller than what North American sightings usually describe. In Malaysia, reports like this are linked to a creature known as the orang mawas, a name taken from Malay words meaning person and ape, roughly translating to forest person. Descriptions remain fairly consistent across reports. Witnesses describe a tall, upright figure covered in dark or reddish hair, walking on two legs with long arms and a powerful build. Some reports say it avoids humans. Others say it becomes territorial at close range. What the footage showed seemed closer to curiosity than aggression. The orang mawas has been part of regional tradition for generations. Whether this footage connects to those older accounts is still an open question, but whatever was in those trees was close enough to make two people climb and hide. What do you think was moving toward them that day? A large group of tourists visiting British Columbia entered the forest on a sightseeing trip when they noticed something unexpected and immediately started recording.
Sasquatch.
The figure was big too large to be a monkey and moving in a way that didn't match a bear. It walked upright on two legs. Several people in the group called it a Sasquatch without hesitation. What stood out to many viewers was not only the footage itself, but how many people were there. Faking a sighting with that many witnesses would require serious coordination and planning. Multiple witnesses' photos and video from the same moment, that combination is harder to dismiss than a solo recording. What do you think the group actually saw that day? A man named Jacob Abraham was off the trail when he noticed something in the distance that he first thought was a bear. He took out his phone and began recording. The figure moved quickly through the forest on two legs. Bears can stand on their hind legs, but their posture is usually hunched and their movement is slow. What Jacob recorded did not match that. The figure moved fast and steadily upright, with long arms swinging at its sides, a detail often mentioned in Bigfoot descriptions. He was filming from far away through tree branches, but the footage was fairly clear. He didn't say which state he was in, only that he was miles deep in the wilderness. The speed, the upright posture, the arm swing, none of it fits a bear. What do you think he was actually filming out there? A video uploaded by the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal on February 2nd, 2026, followed creator Wyatt as he and his team stayed overnight inside a remote cabin in Kentucky, set within one of the most active paranormal hotspots in the Appalachian Mountains. The area has a strict local warning: if you hear whistling a voice using your name, or any sound that seems human, ignore it. Do not answer. In parts of Appalachia, warnings like that are often linked to stories about things that imitate human sounds in the woods. Some locals connect those noises to old mountain legends, including wild men, hidden watchers, and Bigfoot-like figures moving past the tree line.
Behind us is a new cabin here in the Appalachian Mountains.
Not only that, the area we are in right now is also the biggest hotspot in the Appalachians.
We are staying the night and we are going to see how big this hotspot truly is. The locals all around the Appalachian Mountains have a saying: no matter what you hear out here, if it sounds real, do not respond. But we are here for a totally different reason.
The group rang a bell inside the cabin. Heavy footsteps immediately began moving across the porch outside, pressing into the floorboards hard enough to feel.
Listen to the sound of this bell. Follow it. That's your sign to approach. Wait, none of you guys are moving?
No, swear.
Was that upstairs or in there? I thought one of you were like stepping around.
I was waiting dead still for a noise, literally. Good plan.
Seriously.
Did that sound like the porch?
That's so fucking loud.
Am I tripping out right now? No, you're not.
Then the whistling started. A long stretched note drifted through the trees. It matched exactly what they had been warned about that night.
Things are just different.
Ever since the sun went down, honestly. And we've had those all the way closed. That as far down as it'll go. This one closed. That one over there is broken. And that really doesn't help our case.
Wait, guys. Was that whistling? Yeah. There was whistling out there. It was either whistling or like somebody crying out.
That was so long.
Remember, if you heard it, no you didn't.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we heard that. No, I don't want to imagine. How much power do you have? Was that your voice? Wait.
A motion detection device in one room began triggering by itself, with no visible source. Nothing visible was near it. The equipment then produced a voice. The words that came through suggested things had never been easier, repeating more than once, as if something outside had found a way to reach them.
That's a voice. We just heard it a second time. Give it like 1 or 2 minutes. Let's see. I'm gonna say hello. Hello? Bro, it sounds like somebody's outside by the car.
Never been easier.
Never been easier.
Are you talking about communicating?
The first thought that ran through my head was getting into the building.
Right.
I get it. You gotta be specific so we can understand what you mean.
How often does somebody just randomly come here and offer an invite for whatever's out there to come and speak?
Exactly, yeah. I know.
Actively try to find it. Bro, that first word that has come out and every hair on my body is already standing up.
A ball at the top of the dark staircase rolled down by itself. The hallway above was empty. The device followed with another message warning that they would never be found.
The ball! None of us were moving, right? Okay, listen. I tapped on this railing. I knocked on the fucking wall.
Yes.
It would have happened right then and there, right?
Yes.
You guys heard that noise right before the ball started falling?
Yes.
It will never be found.
Lost here? Is that what it said earlier?
Wait, it said George. Lost. Is there somebody upstairs?
Guys. Something was just moving in here.
Did you already make your way inside?
I'm shaking. Did you hear that?
Yeah, the knock. Anathan. A-N-A-T-H-A-N. I don't know what that means. Also, I'm gonna take a look at this footage.
I had the angle here of it, far as fuck back on the stairs. There's no way that was moving.
I don't know who you were filming. I want everybody to know that I was not doing... That camera. That camera has it. We have to look. Nobody was moving. I'm gonna look.
Then footsteps came fast and heavy toward the front door. The group blocked it with chairs and stayed low as shapes moved past the windows in the cold outside.
Dude, stop!
I'm about to have an anxiety attack.
Same, dude. Someone just walked up to us, dude. I swear on everything.
That was so loud.
That was someone. That was 100% footsteps.
That was like walking up to the door like this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, with some quickness.
Wait, did something come in?
I don't know. Can you let go of that? Please.
Voices began calling from outside, trying to draw them out into the dark. They held their position until morning.
You will never escape me.
Can we turn the lights back on?
Like, I'm done. I don't want to do this shit anymore. I don't want to do it. Someone's talking.
What was that?
That was a voice. Somebody just said something.
What was that, dude?
Something just said something right outside.
I heard that.
It's time to go. As much as I want to.
Oh my fuck.
I do want to, guys. I do want to. But whatever's going on right now, we've been told back to go.
Whatever was outside that cabin seemed to understand exactly how to force a reaction. What would you have done when those footsteps reached the door? A video published by the YouTube channel Broken Capital on August 23rd, 2025 followed two campers as they spent the night in Cannock Chase Woods in the UK forest. With a long history of strange legends and unexplained activity, Cannock Chase is not only known for ghost stories. Over the years, people have connected the forest to reports of black-eyed children, strange lights, and even large animal-like figures moving between the trees. The dense trees' tangled ground cover and heavy silence made it an unsettling place to be after dark. The two set up camp and began running paranormal apps. They had no way of knowing what the night would bring.
Woods.
There's 1 minute it's eerily silent, and then the next minute you start hearing things.
Right.
Give it a couple of minutes and you'll start hearing things. It's weird.
We're going to have another look round. We'll find some areas. I mean, like we said, we're here all night. That moth just scared the shit out of me.
I thought that's an orb.
What?
You hear that then, or was that your feet?
What?
Rustling.
Well, I did rustle then when you said what.
Oh, it could be your feet.
Once darkness moved in, they carefully walked through the trees' lights, sweeping in front of them. Every snapping twig and distant knock made them more tense. The woods had a heavy feeling, like something was waiting just beyond where their lights could reach.
Whoa, that was heavy.
That was very heavy. Oh fuck, there's people coming.
Lights. Where?
Over there.
No. What's going on, mate? Oh shit. Let's get back to the tent.
Coming with lights, Carl. You can see people coming with lights. I'm more scared of people than paranormal at the minute. Did you hear that little giggle? Laugh kind of thing?
No? Honestly?
Swear down. Right, let's just find a base. As if a tent's going to make us feel safe.
Well, is that light?
See?
What is that? What is that?
What is that light? It's next to the tent.
Mate, if that lamp's on, my lamp's turned on, we're going home.
Are you alright? Are you
They get
alright?
nothing out of me tonight.
False alarm on the light on camp. It was my camera. That's it.
They called out and used their equipment. The forest answered with occasional rustling and faint knocking sounds. Shadows shifted at the edges of their vision. The feeling of being followed grew with every step.
Turn it off. Just turn my light down.
What did you hear?
Fucking footsteps. Carl decided to get the app on the go. It's got us in the mood a bit. We're in the middle of the fucking woods, pitch black. Right, we're gonna go and do another session, I think. Right. Here we go. Look at that, Carl. Oh. Behind us. Right. This is fucking mental.
Isn't it? Spirits here. Can you come out and talk to us?
We're at a bit of an opening now. We're going to have a few call-outs.
Bloody hell.
What the fuck was that?
A big bang, wasn't it?
Sounded like a fucking firework or a gun. God. Why didn't we hear anything until we started?
That's right there.
Where?
No, in the skylight. See?
What is it? Is it moving? Should we go and investigate?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm so fucking... Wait.
Huh?
They'll see you from that car park right at the back.
Oh yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll get to a certain bit and we'll turn the lights off.
Then a heavy sound moved through the woods. Lights appeared in the distance, some moving fast, some drifting. They chased them with flashlights, but never found a source. The forest kept offering just enough to keep them moving, and never enough to give them answers.
How the fuck? Like, I understand I'm with Carl, and I'm scared anyway, right? So how the fuck do people do this on their own? Do you know what I mean? I've got one of them weird brains. I believe everything. Like, I'm just fuck up, I suppose, but this trip isn't for me. It's not even for Carl. It's for you. We were just having a minute, and the maddest fucking noise ever just happened. It sounded like the railings behind me were being shook. And I want to fucking go home. Carl's saying, nah, fuck, it'll be alright. I ain't like no bird eye verge, Carl.
It's like two birds on the swing, mate.
I've heard nothing all night. I was feeling a bit content, to be fair. I was like, well, I could probably do this.
That was birds, mate.
That was the fucking
No,
railings.
it weren't. Bats.
It was weird. I'm keeping this on my chest. I'm going to turn it on when things happen. My night vision camera's just died. There's people fucking all around the back. I don't know if they're investigators or what. I don't know how close I am to this. Hold on. I could hear fucking these people. And then I heard the railings rattling. And Carl's like, fucking hell's lights over there.
See, they're gone. They've gone.
Carl said they've gone.
Back at camp, sleep was not possible. The railings rattled hard. Footsteps moved around the outside of the tent. More lights appeared through the trees. Sounds surrounded them on every side. Broken Capital said it was the worst fear he had ever felt. They stayed awake until morning. They packed up and left at daylight, unharmed but unsettled. Nothing ever showed itself. What do you think was moving through those trees all night? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story. Share it with us and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.